interrupt, it is a signal. First of all, interrupt is a signal. If it is occurs, what will happen? It is a signal. So when interrupt is occurred, the execution of the current mainline program is stopped, and it points to address of the address of the another location. That means that is called as a subroutine, and it executes the all those instructions in the subroutine program again with the help of higher written instruction, or with the help of last instruction, written instruction. The cursor goes back to the mainline program and it executes the remaining instructions in the program. Listen, first of all, interrupt is a signal which breaks the actual execution of the mainline sequence, right? So interrupt is a signal which breaks the actual execution of the mainline sequence. So that means sometimes interrupt is wasting the computer's valuable time. That means interrupt means if interrupt is occur, that particular operation will break and cursor goes to, that means cursor is concentrated on the another location. The mainline sequence of the program is executing is breaked, so that automatically sometimes it is wasted, and sometimes it is advantage for the detecting of the hardware digital devices. Without interrupt recognition system, you can't share any digital information into the processor. So that is also, so not only disadvantage, sometimes it is advantage, sometimes it is a disadvantage. It depends upon our user requirement. So actually interrupt classifications, hardware interrupts and software interrupts also there. Hardware means requirement of the physical components, or that means hardware means interconnection of the physical components. If any signal is generated from the internal hardware blocks, that indicates hardware interrupt. Software interrupt is nothing but a group of programs or group of instructions. If is there an error or is there any signal is generated from the inside programmable concept, that indicates the software interrupts. Right, computer was able to do other useful work while the event was pending. The interrupt would signal the computer when the event occurred, allowing efficient communication for slow mechanical devices. Interrupt remain is a modern computer because they permit computer to have a promote responses to electronic events while performing other work. Typically, the user can configure the machine using hardware registers so that different types of interrupts are enabled or disabled depending on what the user wants. The interrupt signals are ended with a mask, thus allowing only desired interrupts to occur. Some interrupts cannot be disabled. These are referred to as non-maskable interrupts. The basic computer interrupt enable flip-flop is IEN. It can be set ION or cleared IOF enable or disable interrupts respectively. So I will explain this block diagram in clearly. Flowchart for interrupt cycle. So based on the previous data, I will explain this block diagram clearly. Right here, timing signal is T0. That means read signal. That means read equal to 1. That means, and interrupt is recognized, interrupt is not recognized. If interrupt is recognized, R is equal to 1, the cursor goes to interrupt cycle. If interrupt is not recognized, then cursor goes to 0. That means R is the checking condition. Interrupt recognized, that is equal to 1. Not recognized, that means 0. The automatically it is the normal execution flow. So if the instruction cycle fetch, decode, instruction, and also it will perform execute instruction, again cursor goes back to the checking condition here. So in this case, for example, if the execution fetch, decode instruction is completed, again it checks the interrupt enable or not. If IEN is equal to 0, it checks, again it goes to the again initial stage, and it fetch, decode execution for the one more instruction. So if it is 1, it goes to the flag input. Flag input means FGA input, it checking the condition character reading for purpose. It is the flag bit. If it is a 1, read character. If it is a 1, FGI equal to 1, read character from input keyboard to input register. So that FGI equal to 1, that means interrupt is recognized. So that 1 is stored into the R. Cursor goes to this position. R goes to 1, cursor goes to this position. Now R is equal to 1, and it will execute these steps, complete these steps. R equal to 1. So FGA input equal to 0, no character will reads from input devices, that means keyboard to input register, so that cursor goes to checking output flag bit. Output flag bit, if it is equal to 0, that means 0 means accumulator is sends accumulator value to output register. FGO means that means flag output bit. If it is equal to 1, that indicates that output register value will send to the output devices through the receiver interface, so that in this case that particular interrupt is recognized, because receiver interrupt is activated. Here transmitter interrupt is activated, so that this transmitter interface and receiver interface both are in outside world connection. So any device is requesting some service, that time this recognition equal to 1. If it is a 1, cursor goes to this position. If it is 0 case and interrupt enable case 0, or execution instruction in this case, every time this not recognized, the cursor goes to this position. In this way, the every instruction is executed like this sequence. If it is recognized, interrupt cycle comes into the picture. It will execute all these steps. Store return address in your location 0, that memory of 0 program counter store చేసి program counter will store into the memory location. Branch to location 1, automatically incremented by 1, that program counter 1 address will stored into the PC. That time interrupt automatically cursor goes to that particular location. Again interrupt is disabled, and interrupt is disabled means no interrupt signal is presented in the processor. That means no interrupt signal is requesting the processor. So that time R equal to 0. If it is equal to 0, interrupt is not available for the processor. That time again R is equal to 0, cursor goes to the again mainline program, it executes the interrupt cycle. Alright, this is executing in branching manner sequentially. So demonstration of the interrupt cycle memory, right? So cursor executing one by one instruction like this. This green color block is there. Cursor executing one by one block like this. So executing block 255. So now the cursor is right this position. While it is executing, the interrupt is occur. That means interrupt is recognized. R is equal to 1. Interrupt is occur. That means here R is equal to 1. Automatically interrupt is occur. The program counter, while it is executing, what is the program counter work? While it is the current instruction is executed 255, automatically program counter value is incremented by 1 every time, so that 256. So automatically 256, this return address is saved into the this another memory location 256. Again this main 256, again it starts the IO program, that means input output program or interrupt program. So again it starts the execution. If it is a save return address, means that means address register value equal to 0, automatically program counter is incremented by 1 as per this procedure. PC is stored into the memory of address register, save return address, automatically PC is incremented, so that PC now it is 1, address register value equal to 0, after return address saved AR equal to 0, PC is incremented by 1 this position. 0 means that means direct address means 110, where is 1120 is there, automatically cursor goes to that address, again it executes the IO program. After IO program is completed, last instruction like this. Last instruction, if it is a I field equal to 1, that indicates indirect branch. So where is the branching? 0 address is there. Where is the 0 address? Directly it goes to the 0 address. Again address itself, one more address is available, that means return address 256. Cursor goes back to the 256. Again it starts the execution remaining instructions in the program. Okay, clear? So the complete operation is represented by like this. Here the interrupt cycle. So T0, T1, T2 all are goes to 0, 0 enable, and FGA plus FGO. So all are goes to 1, that indicates equal to or recognition equal to 1. The condition is setting flip flop R can be expressed. Right here the modified fetch phase valid for R is equal to 1. The standard fetch phase is valid for R is equal to 0. So RT0, RT1, RT2. So initially address value equal to 0, PC is stored into temporary register. RT1, RT means R is equal to interrupt recognition, T0 cycle, T1 cycle, T2 cycle, what happened generally. So the temporary value is stored into the memory of address register, program counter is goes to 0. Again program counter is incremented by 1, that time it executes the remaining instruction. That time interrupt enable is equal to 0, R is equal to 0, SC equal to 0. So this will represent this one or this one. Any one of the example it will declared by in understanding manner by register representation. So next one, complete computer description. This is the another topic. So this is also very easy compared to the previous analysis. I think hope you understand above concepts. So if